This video is only about modifying our existing lead trigger and to know how we can write it better. So if you'll notice, our lead trigger does multiple tasks, like it checks for the lead source field, and if it is blank then it set it to other. It also checks for the lead status field, and if we are trying to close a lead record directly from open status to closed, then we throw an error. And then we have a condition on the industry field. Some of these steps are only required for insert operation. Some of them are required for multiple operations, like for both insert and update. So how we can write it better? Because right now it's pretty hard to segregate our functionality, and we have these checks called is before, is insert everywhere, right? So now we are going to use the operation type trigger context variable to segregate this logic, and we are going to identify which of this logic should go to insert operation, then which of this should go to update, and so on. So first of all, I'm going to remove these debug statements which I don't need anymore, and then I'm going to use a switch statement here, and this switch will be on trigger.operation type. And as we have seen in the last video, this operation type gives us multiple type of values based on the current trigger events. So let's start our switch block, and here we are going to use our when condition. So let's find out which of this logic should go to insert operation first. If the lead source is blank, then we set it to other, so this logic should go inside the insert operation, and this should go to update operation as well. And then if you are modifying the lead status from open to closed, this should only go to the update event. And the last one is about the industry field, which again can go inside the insert event. So if this operation type is before insert, then let's do few of the tasks. So I'm going to copy this for loop. Let's do it here. And then I'm going to only copy the lines which are concerned to before insert event. So this should be there, and then this should be there. And here now we can remove this trigger.isBefore because we don't need it anymore. We are already checking it here. This is already before insert event. And now we can also get rid of this isInsert, because as I said, we are already within the before insert event. So this would be our before insert operation. Then we can have another when condition, and this time we are going to use before update. Let's copy this for loop one more time. And now only keep those statements which are concerned to before update event. So we still need to set the lead source, so we'll keep it. The industry field, we only need to check it inside the insert operation, so I'm going to remove it from here. And then I'm going to copy this piece of code which is concerned to the before update event, when we are trying to modify the lead record and trying to close it from open status. So these are the two operations that we want to do inside the before update event. Now I'm going to remove the rest of lead code because we have already taken care of all these steps. And I think now our trigger is more organized. We can clearly see what is going within the before insert event, what is going within the before update event. And we can get rid of all the trigger checks like is before, is insert, is update, and so on. Now let's save our code. And let's give it a quick test if it is working fine or not. So I'll start by creating a new lead record. Here let's give it a dummy value. Let's call it dummy. And then I'm going to leave the industry field as blank, but lead source as open, and then I'll click on save. So we still see our industry field is blank, and that is coming from our trigger. So this means it is working fine. Let's change our industry to something so that we can create our lead record. And here now let's try to close this lead. So again we should see an error, and this should be about the lead status field. So now we can confirm that our lead trigger is working fine, but it's better organized. In the next video, we are going to compare the before events and the after events, and which part of your logic should go inside the before trigger and which part of your logic should go inside the after triggers. So I'll see you guys in the next video.